Hey, hello. This is Jesus Martinez. I'm a Global Director for Intelligent. I like to say good morning for the folks that are in the Americas, good afternoon for those that are in Europe, and good evening for those people out in Australia, India, and the rest of Asia. So, Olivier, you and I have been trekking the world over the last 12 months. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself, about the experience and what you have your experience with the Sexcel launch over the last 12 months?
Oh, for sure. Yes. I can. Good morning, everyone, for sure. So the launch was a great experience. We've been into more than 20 countries, training more than 600 people to prepare for the launch of the technology. And what's been the greatest point so far is the customer experience. And that success has been global and really translating to the 1 million units we sold over the last 12 months. So again, very exciting and very proud of that. On that topic, Jesus, can you tell us about the development of the technology Intelligent over the last 12 months and what it meant for you?
It has been truly incredible, Olivier. When we look at it, we have never produced more than 1.2 million or so, 1.2 million units globally. In essence, based on the customer experience, we had to more than double that, which has been truly remarkable. Less than 12 months ago, we had 50 people at our facilities. Today, we have over 150 people in 3 continents. So it has been truly remarkable. And the investment in people, the backgrounds of these people, the contributions to them are really incredible for Sexcel to be a great experience for the customers we serve around the world. Olivier, can you tell us a little bit about what we have achieved so far in terms of customer success?
Yes, of course, yes. So that's a great question. And the first thing I love about that question is how ABS measures success. And we measure success in our customer satisfaction. And we received hundreds of positive feedback from our customer, and that's the best place to be in. And then we got dozens and dozens of the testimonials, so customer willing to share publicly the experience they had with our technology. And one thing they had in common, they had a great experience. And
that's fantastic.
Yeah, it
That's
is
amazing.
fantastic. It is amazing to be there. And what we can be confident about now with Sexcel is we have outperformed the older technology in regard of fertility experience in both heifer and cows. So we're fulfilling the promise we had 12 months ago. Tell us how we achieved that success, that customer experiencing today over the last 12 months.
Well, I think many of you know me. I've been with the company associated for 25 years. With ABS and now most recently with Intelligent. I have never seen a better orchestrated launch of the technology. Everything was built with the customer in mind, and I think what was really fun is actually we included customers as part of that experience to validate the technology. So it has been really, truly remarkable. The launch process, the validation of Sexcel, and we seen that, as you mentioned, on the customer experience. So I have a question for you, Olivier. Now that we share some of the excitement with Sexcel experience, can you tell us a little bit about some of the questions that some of the folks in the global audience have had for us?
Oh, for sure, yes. As part of marketing is to listen to our customer, making sure we answer them. So we're going to open for Q&A, a live feed in a second. Meanwhile, we capture some of the major questions we receive from our customer. And so I would say, we received a question from different places in the world. One was a question from Wisconsin for you, Jesus, and the question was, What are you experiencing in terms of conception rate for Sexcel? That's one many people are asking.
Yeah, so our customer experience, as we have talked about, Olivier, has been great, and what we have seen is the Sexcel product has consistently outperformed the old technology, both actually in cows and heifers. And I can tell you an experience. I was in Sochi, Russia. I'm actually talking through the experience of 25 customers. I'm talking about what we did for validation of the technology, and the customer gets in front of everyone and says, "Hey, Jesus is lying to you." And I said, "Why?" And all of a sudden says, "Hey, I'm actually achieving conception rates in the 60 percentage points, which was truly remarkable." So I almost had a heart attack to begin with, but it really truly validates that the customer experience has been outstanding, and we've seen that across everywhere, whether we're in Sochi, Russia, Poland, China, Brazil, and all the other places, which is what really gets me excited about what we're doing with Sexcel. A question here coming from Italy, Olivier. Do you recommend the use of Sexcel in cows?
That was coming. If you remind ourselves, about a year ago, we're not recommending the usage of a sex product on cows for many different reasons. But basically, what we've seen in the field is the usage increasing on cows. And while that was not a recommendation, we have to say that the experience has been good and better than what the technology previously in the marketplace could achieve. So I would say, if you want to use it and you do it intelligently, just go for it. I've all believed that Sexcel will give you a better experience than you had before. Also, what we've seen is because of the shift in the marketplace from conventional to sex, the need of using Sexcel differently than what the market used to do needs to take place too. So I would recommend to be cautious, but we've seen great result in the use of cows, so go for it. We have another question that we capture from Canada about the performance of Sexcel, and I know that's another one that people like to ask is about the SKU rate. Where are we standing on SKU rate?
Yeah, so as you know from what we discussed initially when we launched, we promised people that our experience was going to be at a minimum 85%. What we're getting actually from customers now that all these calves are coming out on the ground is actually people have experienced success above that 85%, including up to the mid-90s, which is really, truly remarkable and amazing. So basically what it says is we have a great fertility product, number one. In the end, that's what people want to get their cows pregnant. Number two, they're achieving, around 90% female calves on the ground, which is truly exciting for us.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful, yes. So we have more questions that we captured.
This one is for Olivier. It's coming from the UK. Olivier, what impact has dead cells in the Sexcel straws have had on fertility?
Well,
that's a question we get, as you know, all
every
the
day.
time.
Yeah, it's a good one. The short answer is there is no negative impact. Just to remind everyone, we did the due diligence. Like ABS always do. So several years ago, one of the first steps of the technology development was to validate that the dead cell in the straw had no negative impact on fertility. And again, as a reminder, every technology does have dead cell. It's part of the process of thawing the straw. So we checked it out, part of the validation, no impact, and no, again, customer having a great experience, and that's, as we said, the proof in the pudding. So no impact whatsoever, great product, and we are very happy to see what happens there.
Yeah, fantastic.
Question, that's a nice one. So here's this. What other aspect of the Sexcel technology have contributed to the Sexcel performance? I'm pretty sure that comes from the company ourselves, from ABS. I must be an ABS employee.
Yeah, so we wanted, as you know, I also spent a lot of time myself, obviously managing some of the profits and loss centers for ABS in Latin America and in Europe and in Asia most recently. Before I moved to Intelligent, and one of the areas that obviously I wanted to make sure that we put a lot of emphasis was the area of quality. Mm-hmm. So in my opinion, we have world industry standards that are well above and beyond what has normally been used. We're very extremely proud of that. and we have put systems in place to making sure that the quality of the product that we're providing to our customers is above not only our expectations, but above customer expectations. We test for bacterial contamination, we test for SKU, and we also test for post-thaw motility.
Yeah, so if there's no great quality, it doesn't matter the product.
If it doesn't meet the standards that we never want to compromise a customer. So that's the first thing that I would say first. If it doesn't meet those minimum standards requirements, we throw it away.
Okay.
I don't even talk to you in marketing.
No, I don't know about that. That's cool. So I don't have to hear it from the customer.
You know how sales guys like you and Nate over there, if you talk to you guys, you pretty soon you say, oh no, let's use the semen because the genetics are great.
Yep.
We actually quality reports directly to me, and we throw that semen away. We never want to compromise the customer experience.
That's great. Thanks for that. So we're waiting for more questions coming, and there's going to be a slight lag, as we mentioned. So while I'm trying, will ABS be offering the technology to other businesses? I think that's an appropriate question. I'll ask Jesus to answer that.
Yes, I think we're going to evaluate it based on business need. And obviously we have also production centers in other parts of the world. So we're basically going to be evaluating that need from a business standpoint. And I would say we seriously looking at that, and we'll be moving in that direction when time is of the essence to do so, to meet the needs of those customers regionally across the world.
Okay. So we have another question that comes from the post-thaw motility. So what can you tell us about it?
What I can say is we know that it only takes one cell to actually get an animal pregnant, but we have a very high line. We have a minimum of 1 million post-thaw model cells, and if it doesn't meet those requirements, we throw it away. We never compromise that, again, for our customers, because we want to have a great customer experience, and that's the story.
That's the story. I love that story. So how is it different from Ultra 4M? I'll answer that one. I mean, that's a question I have everywhere I present the technology. So basically, we developed a new technology. 4M is based on expecting by putting more into a straw, you're going to get better results. And our technology has been compared to the 2M product and the 4M product. And when we say we outperform the old technology, it's both of those existing products from the competition. So we're confident that we're going to get a better experience with our product than you will have with a 4M. You want to add something to that? Yeah.
No, I think our customers have told us that, that they're achieving success above and beyond even the 2M product and the 4M product.
So we are 2 minutes away to part. So please, if you have a burning question, just send it through. Something I'd like to bring a bit more clarity to is we have a new company, Intelligent, that took all the technology to the market with ABS. And I'd like Jesus to talk a bit more about what Intelligent is.
Yeah, so Intelligent is a unit of Genus, and basically that unit has three distinct areas. One is obviously we're focusing on producing sex semen product for our customers, which is critical and important. So we have sort of a production group. We have what we call our manufacturing and deployment group. So as we deploy technologies, which we have already in Europe and in India, we have a team of folks that not only manufacture but deploy the technology. And then we have a group that's actually supporting not only the current technology, but the future state of the technology. We call it Biosystems Engineering Group, and that group encompasses different folks on the engineering side, biology, software, and other different disciplines.
Yes, thank you for that. So we don't see any more questions coming, so we're going to close now. I'd just like to say a couple of parting words with you, the audience, and and recognize one thing. First of all, I really, really want to thank our customer that took that journey with us and trusting us, because without you, nothing can be done. And I'd like to thank also all ABS employees that supported us to make this story successful. So again, thanks to our customers and thanks to our employees. From the bottom of my heart. Jesus, you want to add a couple of words before we quit?
Yeah, I mean, to me, is this has been the most exciting time in my career. So having the opportunity to launch Sexcel, being again in 20 different countries, seeing the customer uptake, and see how our employees internally, again, and I give a lot of credit, for example, we can build great machines to process sex semen for customers. We can set up all the quality parameters in the world, but if we don't get good quality cells and those genetics that start from Katie's group, getting the genetics that we need to provide a difference experience for customers, our supply chain group and production group, and we have again those people, they start at 5 o'clock in the morning, they're there to 11 o'clock at night. Intelligent employees who are literally there 24 hours, sometimes 6 days a week, and working in alignment together as a team to actually achieve the success is pretty remarkable and incredible. And I'm extremely excited and honored to have the opportunity to have that experience.
We're fortunate to work here.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
And it's fun working with you.
Thank you. The same here. We had a good time. So yes, on those words, thank you again for watching, and goodbye.
Goodbye.